Welcome back to another episode of Health is Wealth. And thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode. And as always, I am beyond grateful and thankful from the bottom of my heart to each and every one of you who is tuning into today's episode and also tuning in to support the podcast, as every week I am dropping a new episode on Sundays, just sharing some words and thoughts of hopes, inspiration, and motivation, hopefully to bring some value into your life, just things that I'm going through on my own journey on this crazy ride that we call life. Perhaps you learn something for the first time. Perhaps you hear something and just seeing it in a different point of view, and whatever it may be. Again, truly do hopes it inspires you and motivates you to get after it in life. And what I wanted to talk to you about today is getting excited, right? And I think it's very, very important for us to want to get excited about things in life. Because if we're not excited for things, then what's really, really the point? Without things that we look forward to, things that we get excited about, then it really doesn't seem like much fun in life, and oftentimes I think people get stuck in that space to where it's just kind of like blah. There's nothing really going on in someone's life. They don't really seem to be excited about much. Therefore, their life just looks just like that, like this just, kind of dull thing. And for me, I've been there and I get that, but one thing I have found is, you're not just going to have things that excite you. You've got to really intentionally get out there and find things. It's not going to happen by just sitting on your couch or laying down in your bed all day and not actively trying to find things that, that interest you, something new and exciting to try. And it's about applying ourselves in life, right? And that's what I think a lot of the experience of life is, and why there's so many things to offer, is for us to really find out, like, what do we like, What kind of things do we enjoy doing? Sometimes people really don't have much of an idea of what it is they enjoy doing, but then ask the kind of things that they've done, and they could probably tell you not really much of anything. So it's very hard to explore different ideas of things for you to try if we're not applying yourself and actually trying the things. And so again, this is really about just getting excited for life. And this, for me, plays in a big part of how I live every day. There's so many different things I get excited about. And that's why you usually see me so happy and so joyous and full of that, enthusiasm and excitement just about life, because there's so many things I enjoy doing. Certain hobbies. I love music. I love training in martial arts. I love working out. So many more things I enjoy doing. And it gets me excited, things to look forward to throughout the week, things I get to look forward to throughout my journey, things that make me happy in the moment of doing them. And so that is a big part of why I'm so happy, a lot of the times, most of the times, obviously, because there's just so much excitement in my own life. But again, it didn't just happen. It took me having to go out and try different things and find stuff and see what kind of things really did, spark my interest or intrigue me, or things that I was curious about, things that I saw and thought, oh, that might look fun. So the point of this message is you got to get excited, guys. If you're at a point in life where you just kind of feel blah, you don't have a lot going on, it's not going to change unless you do something to change it. And a lot of times people don't feel like they've got much purpose of anything and not sure what they are looking forward to as the days go by. And that's literally because they're not doing anything to actually discover what it is that excites them. Maybe it's certain hobbies that excite you. Maybe it's a certain thing. Who knows? And that's the fun part of all of this, is that I believe in this world we have such an opportunity to explore so many things that I truly believe there is something for everyone out there to get excited for, in life, things to do, things to be a part of, things to learn, things to create. I mean, it goes on and on and on and on and on, But I find that when you start to find that excitement, that's when you really begin to start to live. That's when you start to look forward to the days that come, because you feel like you've got this purpose, you've got this meaning, there's something you've got to do. And, that really brings life to us. It's when we don't have purpose, when we don't feel we have purpose, we don't have a lot going on in our life, we don't have anything to be excited for. It's when we wake up every day just thinking like, all right, And for me, I don't think that's the way we should live. We shouldn't want to live that life in this blah state of things when we've got to live, 20, 30, 40, 50 years more of it, and for people that are just stuck in this middle ground where it's like they're here, but are they really here? Because they're not doing much of anything. So get excited today. This is really about encouraging you to get out and do more, even at that, right? Because there's so much of this world and life to explore. So many different things you can try. You may not even realize certain things exist that you can try out there. But if we got up, off of the couch more often, if we got up out of bed more often, if we got out into the world more often, if we explored a little bit more often, if we met more people more often. I mean, there's so many different things that could be available to us that you might not even realize. There might be something so exciting for you waiting, and you just haven't found it yet because you just haven't explored enough yet to figure or find it. And it could change everything in your world today. If you're especially someone who you wake up and you don't do much of anything, and then you go to sleep and it's all the same into the next month and next, week and next day and next year. And that's what can make life, feel boring. That's what can make life feel like you're watching the clock, like this is over yet. For me, I have the opposite problem. I can't get enough in before my time's done here because every day I'm finding new things I'm excited about, missions that I'm on, things that I'm passionate about, this world full of adventures. Every time I go outside and go outdoors and I see nature and I see people and I see things that can be done. And I'm just like, God, please give me another 1,000 years because I don't think I can squeeze in all the excitement of the things that I want to do in this life while I'm here. But for me, I take advantage of it to the best of my ability to make the most of it, to try as much as possible. And I think that's what it really comes down to. We're just not doing much to apply ourselves to try as many things as we possibly can and to really find things that we just give us hope, give us, a reason to wake up next day, give us a reason to look forward to something, give us something, that just gives us pure joy, being a part of it, learning it, being in the space of it, whatever it may be. But I think it's one of the biggest hacks for us in life to really feel like, like life is alive, like we're alive, is finding things that, we're excited to do, to learn, to be a part of, and that could be, again, all over the place of what it means. But you'll never know unless you get out there, unless we try, unless we apply ourselves, unless we see the world, unless we try new things. It can always be scary. Sometimes maybe we hold ourselves back because it's scary getting out there. It's scary trying something new. Sometimes we don't know what to try, Sometimes, we might be a little shy. Just people are scared. I get all of those different things. But, the number one thing we should always have is something to be excited about. And for me, it's one of the best things I've got because there's so many things that I'm excited about. It's why I'm filled with so much passion and joy and ambition for life in general because I'm so excited about being here. I'm so excited about growing. I'm excited about all my different hobbies. I'm excited about just the growth of life and where the journey kind of takes me to and what more yet there is to explore, right? A lot of that excitement for me is finding things I haven't done yet, trying things I haven't tried yet, been going places I haven't been yet, doing things I haven't done, all of the above, But it's what gives me that sense of looking forward to. I look forward to my day every day. I look forward to my week every week and month and year because I'm excited about things. But once again, it didn't just happen for me sitting around, laying down, not trying to actively find things. Unfortunately, you got to put yourself out there, and I think if you can do that more often, you'll realize there's a whole world you didn't even know was existing, and when you can find those new excitements, I promise you, it just takes life to the next level. It just makes you a little bit more happy about living and being here and the things that you can do and where you can do them and how you can do them and what you can do. And it's absolutely great. So once again, this message more so is about get excited about something in life. Don't wait till tomorrow to start. Start now, start today. Start looking for things to get into, new things to try, new places to go, things that just bring you joy and happiness for whatever reason. You don't need to explain it to other people. If it brings you joy and happiness, that's all that's ever going to matter. Because I believe once we can find things to be excited for in life, that's truly when life just really starts and when life really becomes better. So get excited, guys. Thank you so much yet again for tuning into this week's episode. And as always, I will see you on the next one.